get a full body turn, you know that? We need a good leverage, but these tips are not about that. Boom, boom. When I want to hit massive forehand, the left arm is kind of easier to maneuver, space out. It works like a whip. If I stop, the end will snap through the ball without my body rotating. Hi everyone, my name is Milan from Serbia. I'm founder of TENFITMEN. I'm a professional tennis player and coach. What's up guys? Welcome back to another TENFITMEN video. Today I'm gonna share with you 3 massive tips to unlock your forehand power. Are you ready? Boom. Let's go. First of all, before I even go into these tips, I want you to get the picture, get the understanding, what we need for the big forehand, just in general. And you kind of know this, just want to remind you, we need a very good coil, we need to get a full body turn, you know that? We need a good leverage here, also makes sense. And also we need to be loose, right? But these tips are not about that. So let's start. The first tip is after we do our preparation, assuming we have a good coil and the leverage, right? So we are here, kind of understand this, right? So here is a little trick here, not a trick. It's not a little, it's big. It's about the position of this back hip. You might think that I'm in a good position, but this hip here, the back hip, we need to kind of, boom, twist it even more. So this little move here with the hip unlocks so much more potential here if done properly. So what's the difference? Very like regular one, boom, and then boom, I just go here. Here's that first position, then this hip, boom, boom, here, and then regardless of the stance can be open, I can still do this, or it can be closed, boom, boom, right? It's gonna give that extra range of motion leading with the hip drive, and then we're gonna hit so much more effortless. So just focusing on this, I show you the difference without that part. And then if I do that here, boom, much more effortless. Here, up, boom. It's gonna be tough to apply it in the beginning. You can start with easier shots. Give yourself more time. Have your partner give you a slower shot, slower ball, and then you can set up, turn, and unload. Here we go. Tip number 2. I'm gonna talk about the left arm, non-dominant arm, okay? So we all know this. We need to get it more here so we get more coil. And now here's the tip. At least this works so well for me when I want to hit massive forehand, and especially for the cross, to kind of, assuming we have this, to pull this left arm, literally. It's all about the shoulder, right? It's kind of getting the shoulder here, but the left arm is kind of easier to maneuver, and you can really space out well. You can space out where you want to have the contact point. Non-dominant arm pulling out. Boom. So this is how it looks like. You literally help yourself to kind of rotate. Obviously use the hip, but also you assist with this. So you have these 2 assistants to help you. Bam, hip, left arm, and then here. Make sense? Now, this tip cannot go so well without the 3rd tip for today. Are you ready? The 3rd tip to unlock your forehand power, but also control. Here, we're gonna kind of balance it with control. Okay, we got this, we got left arm. And now, without the tip 3, we might just end up over rotating, right? So the tip 3 is to control your head position. This is what you can control. In general, Actually, you want to control your whole body, upper body, which means as you're about to hit the ball, right? Let's say I'm rotating. Right before hitting, I want to stop my body rotation for a split second so that my arm can go through the ball without my body rotating. So I want to do that. So the tip is to kind of control, first of all, after pulling, that you kind of control this left arm here, but also control your head position. Belly button should point towards the contact point. So boom, stop, and then it works like a whip. If I swing with a whip like this, it goes certain speed. If I stop, the end will snap, right? So create a whip here, stop, and then go through the ball fast. A bit tough to demonstrate and also to see it. But focus on the head, it's gonna help. As long as you can look at the ball, even after you hit, you will accomplish this. The goal is just not to over-rotate. This is where you can lose control. All right, that was it. To give a quick recap for the 3 important tips to unlock your forehand power. Number 1 is the back hip. Make sure when you set up, you can get this extra turn here. And then you can have really good hip drive. Number 2 was non-dominant arm. Not just here, but also pulling it out to help you with uncoiling. And number 3 was control that head position and not overturning, right? So it's boom, boom, here. And then you can hit massive forehands like this. Hope that helps. Hope that you enjoyed it. If so, you know what to do. Smash that like button. It would really help this channel, and as well, share with your friends, some tennis people who also can benefit and learn from this video, who you care about, maybe your rivals or partners that you want them to improve as well. And if you haven't so far, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we're gonna bring a lot of content weekly. And of course, if you have any suggestions, comments, put them down below. It's gonna be very, very interesting for me, and I'm looking forward to answer any questions and listen to your ideas. And you can also check all the other social media platforms below in the description. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you learned something new and that it's gonna help you keep improving and building that big forehand that's gonna enable you to also play better. We all need some big weapon. That's it. I'll see you soon in our next video.